Hey everyone, Alan Schimmel, DevOps TV, DevOps.com, here for DevOps Enterprise Summit. Finishing up day one at DOES, and we're here with Alice Raia of Kaiser Permanente. Alice, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So off camera, we were just sharing common acquaintances and friends and so forth, but you actually spoke here at DevOps Enterprise Summit today.
I did.
What did you talk about?
So I talked a little bit about Kaiser Permanente's journey with DevOps. We are about a year in, and we explicitly entered into this program primarily to increase our speed to market, predictability for our digital properties that we're delivering for our consumer and member engagement.
Got it. And how'd it go?
The talk went really, really well. I think what I tried to help folks understand was that there's an amount of resilience, amount of buy-in, an attitude of not necessarily having to be popular as a leader through this. And we talked a lot about the different tracks of work to get our practice going. And the most difficult really was the people. It was about adapting the best of our culture to these new ways of working and really breaking some of our bad habits. Excellent.
You know, Alice, a lot of people take umbrage, if you will, or not take umbrage, but they question. How can an organization that's so involved in healthcare, like Kaiser Permanente, you know, undertake something, quote unquote, as risky as DevOps with all of your HIPAA requirements and the PII, personal identifiable information that you guys have, you know, how do you do that? Isn't that risky?
So it is. I think the approach we're taking is that we are not going to sacrifice any of those things. We're not going to sacrifice privacy or security or our ability to protect our members' data. So the way we approach things is we started small with things that are a little bit less risky and built into the pipeline ways to address those things. So we bring security all the way into code check-in. We bring in validation of code and making sure that app scan or AppSec is not just a release event. It's part of our regular DevOps pipeline. So we also, though, we did have to take a few risks. We had to convince a few leaders to let us go ahead and try some things out, because the other thing that's inherent to a very large organization like ours is that aversion to risk. Okay, so we knew we were going to make some mistakes. We talked about it early on. We knew what we were going to measure, and we allowed the teams to experiment a little bit. So we started again with something that was less risky, proved that out, and now we're moving into areas where we figured those things out, and it becomes less problematic for us.
Absolutely. And so, Alice, you know, Kaiser's been on this journey now for, geez, at least 2 years, 3 years. I know
it's about 2 years. Yeah.
Yep. Where are you going?
Well, we are at a point right now in our pipeline that we're moving all of the digital teams over there. And as soon as we finish that event, we are going to spread DevOps to the rest of the organization. So we're starting to talk to our platforms and application partners in pharmacy, in membership, in claims, and really start to look at how we spread the benefit of this approach to what you would typically call very large systems of record or very traditionally mainframe types of organizations who absolutely can take advantage of some of what we built.
Absolutely. Timeframes?
Timeframes for us, we are actually exiting out of, we brought some vendor partners in to help us define our practice, and we are now taking it on. And by June of this year, we will own all of it. All of our KP.org teams and our digital teams will be there by the end of 2018. And starting in Q1 of 2018, we're going to be working with other business units to start bringing within Kaiser to bring their stuff over.
Great story.
Thank you.
You realize now we're going to have to check in and see how things
Absolutely, I'd be happy to come back.
Absolutely, that would be great.
Okay.
Okay, Alice Raia, Kaiser Permanente, talking about their DevOps journey, primarily right now with the digital assets, but spreading, coming to the rest of Kaiser in 2018.
Yes.
Fantastic, man. That's a great story.
Thank you.
Alice, thank you. This is Alan Schimmel for DevOps TV and DevOps.com here at DevOps Enterprise Summit. Have a great day, everyone.